Cars.com Auto Review.
Hi, I'm Mike Hanley with Cars.com. When you spend $90,000 on a car, you have a right to expect a lot from it. And that's about the starting price for the 2010 Jaguar XK. So let's see whether or not this model lives up to that high price tag. One job of a convertible is it has to make its driver look good, and the XK definitely does that. It has a lot of road presence and it's quite low and sleek. It just definitely draws eyes to the car. And one of the other things though it's nice to see is that even with the top down, that sleek profile is carried all the way to the back. On some convertibles, they start to kind of get higher back here. Doesn't really do the job that well. The XK for 2010 has been updated a little bit on the outside, and you can see it around the lower front bumper where these side grille intakes, but overall the car retains the general look of it has in previous years, and that's a good thing. When spending $90,000 on a car, you should be able to expect that it comes with a lot of performance, and the XK comes through in this regard. It has a new 5-liter V8 for the 2010 model year that makes 385 horsepower. And in addition to delivering strong acceleration, Jaguar cites a 0 to 60 time of 5.3 seconds for the convertible. It also has a great exhaust sound that has a really meaty tone, but then when you stand on the gas, it turns into a sharp bark. So it's great to hear, especially when the top's down the convertible. This engine teams with a 6-speed automatic transmission, and the EPA says it gets 16 miles per gallon in the city and 22 on the highway. In a high-priced car, you should expect a high-end interior, and the XK mostly has one. There's a lot of rich materials like this leather in the seats, also this black veneer on the center control panel, which looks really nice. But there are also some lower grade finishes that just seem out of place, especially these buttons here. And that's interesting because a lot of the buttons and controls have this nice kind of chrome and black appearance. Seems like they could have used something like that down here for this control panel. You're not always going to be able to drive the XK with the roof down, so with the roof up it does pretty well too. The roof comes up quickly and quietly, and when it is up, there's not a lot of excess wind noise in the cabin. There's also decent headroom for taller drivers when the roof is in place. What's not so good though is that there's a pretty big blind spot created by the soft top roof's C-pillar, so when backing up out of a parking space, it's kind of difficult to see cars. The convertible's roof affects how much cargo room there is in the XK, and if you don't plan on using it, you still don't get a lot of space. There's only enough for a couple soft bags. If you do want to use it, you have to move this divider in place so that the roof, when down, can take up some of the cargo area, and that gives you even less space to use, but there's probably enough for 2 people to bring things for a short weekend trip. So we wanted to see whether the XK lived up to its high starting price, and I think it does for the most part. Its looks grab a lot of attention. It's got a strong V8 engine with a great exhaust sound and a mostly premium interior. There are those couple things that drag it down, but overall, I think this car really delivers on its mission.
For more car-related news, go to Cars.com or our blog, kickingtires.net.